Hello YouTube, Rob here, and I thought I'd come to you today and we're going to try something new here. I'm actually going to try to attempt to install these Ajax Ivory grips on my Ruger Wrangler. This makes the third set of these I have ordered. I ordered these from eBay. These are supposed blemished grips, but I have yet to find anything that I would consider a blim on any of these grips. Really nice grips, and I'm going to try to attempt to put these on and do a video of it. The other two sets I have gotten have required some grinding and sanding and fitting, but we're going to try and attempt to do this online. These did come from eBay. I did pay $19.99 for them, $5 shipping, so they were $24.99, and they come from the seller Magnum one at live.com. I think it's Magman on eBay, so if you're interested in some grips. And they also included the proper screw, and they put a little note here to use the other one that they included in the package because the other one was too long. The brass one's too long. So, alright, with that said, we're going to try this and see how it goes. So, this is my newest Wrangler. I have the burnt bronze one also, and I'm going to remove the grip screw. I probably need a little better screwdriver, but that's what I had. So we'll remove the factory grips and set them aside. This will be my first attempt to do anything like this on camera. So here's our Ajax grips, and here's the new silver screw, which is supposed to be the proper length. So we'll take these out, remove our brass screw. The first set of these I ordered did just come with the brass screw, and I did have to cut it off in order to make it fit. So here's the grips, and they're supposed to be blims, but I can really see, I mean, there's a little roughness right there, a little bit of a burr, but I really see nothing that I would consider a real blim that would make me want to pay full price. So let's see how they fit on the gun. Like I said, I bought two other sets of these, and they have both required some fitting to the gun. Okay, so, well, actually these are perfect. Maybe a little bit right there, so we might take a little bit off that. I can feel it's just a little bit proud right there. So maybe we'll take a little bit off that back edge. So I did get out my Dremel tool in case I needed it, but I don't think with the amount we need to take off that I will need the Dremel. So let's work on this one first. There is a little bit of a sharp edge there, so I'm going to use this emery board, and I'm just going to go along the back of this and take a little bit off. Just working my way along the edge, trying to keep the radius. And we're not going to get carried away on it before we try it. So let's put it back on there and see what we get. So, I think maybe a little more right in that area, just ever so slightly. I do like the look of a black gun with ivory grips. And this is just a plinking gun. The ivory's really smooth. There's not much to grasp onto. It's kind of slippery, but it just looks good on your gun. Sets off a black gun, and I just like the looks of it. And like I said, this is the third set of these grips that I have purchased. I have one on my, and these are advertised for the Ruger Wrangler, but the Ruger Wrangler grips also fit the Blackhawk. The old model Blackhawk. I actually have an old model Blackhawk, a 3-screw that these actually work on. So these will fit a majority of Ruger. I think they fit the Vaquero, several different models. So I'm happy with that. So we'll let that one be. Fits good everywhere else. The other sets I had were a little long here in the back, and I actually had to contour this back corner. This is the tightest fitting set I've bought yet, so leave it to try to do a, oops, sorry, bumped the camera, a how-to video on the best set. And these, yeah, these definitely have a little bit right through here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's a little bit proud. So we're going to take that down just a little bit. Matter of fact, that's fairly sticking up quite a bit. I may take my rotary tool here and well, I guess it would help if I put my bit in it. Sorry, I dropped it. I tried to have everything organized here so I wouldn't have to dig and reach for things while doing this. So we're just taking a little bit off. Now let's make sure I still have the right grip. Yeah. So this has quite a bit right there. So I'm going to use the rotary tool, and we're going to take just a little bit off right there. Not a lot, and I don't want to. So we just want to take a little bit off with that. And then I'm going to take this, which is a fine grit, and we're just going to clean that up a little bit. Make sure it's still square on the back. And just give that a little bit of a radius. The first set I bought, I done it all with this little emery cloth. I just recently bought that little rotary tool, and for things like this I didn't have one, so see, that's nice and smooth. You can't even tell that I even really ground on that. So let's put it back on, try it again, see if we can get a look at it here. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's, yeah, I think that's okay. Actually, I think I'll take this one down a little more. Let's take just a little more. And I'm using a real light touch on that. I'm not really putting a lot of pressure on that rotary tool, because I did pause a little bit right there. You can see right there I paused just a second, but I think we can clean that up with our little emery board here. I'm just going over that, kind of radiusing it. Taking a little bit off there. Yeah, that took that little nick out that I put in it. Let's make sure we're flat on the back. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think that will be fine. We'll put in the screw. And tighten these down and see how they are. I know some of you may get after me for using a screwdriver that's poorly fitting to the screw, but it's just what I grabbed. I was actually using this screwdriver to tighten up the... Actually, that sticks through a little far. Man, I'm a little tight. Sometimes I have a tendency to over-tighten my grips. And I can always come back and trim that later. But there's the product. Fit is good. Alright, guys, this is, if you like videos like this, give me a thumbs up. Make a comment. I try to make more videos like this, but I appreciate each and every one of you watching, and have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.